Are you struggling to run a multi-module Spring Boot project? You're not alone. Many developers face challenges when trying to set up their projects correctly. Today, we're going to tackle this issue head-on and get your Spring Boot application up and running smoothly. I understand how frustrating it can be when your project doesn't build correctly, especially when you have multiple modules involved. It can feel like you're stuck in a maze with no way out. But don't worry, we're here to find the light at the end of the tunnel. Here's the specific situation we're addressing. One user recently asked, why does my TDK web module not include the TDK core module in the final jar file? This is a common issue when working with multi-module projects in Spring Boot. Sound familiar? Let's dive into the details. The problem often arises from how Maven handles dependencies in multi-module projects. If the dependencies are not correctly defined in the POM files, the final jar may not include all necessary modules. We'll break this down step by step to ensure everything is set up correctly. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a crucial tip that can help you avoid these issues in the future. To resolve the issue of the missing core module in the executable jar, the user should ensure that the core module is included as a dependency in the web module's pom.xml file. Next, the user should verify that the packaging type for the core module is set to jar. This ensures that it can be included in the final executable jar of the web module. After making these changes, the user should run the Maven clean package command again to rebuild the project and include the core module in the web module's jar. If the user still encounters issues with the ThymeLeaf template not being found, they should check the template directory structure to ensure it matches the expected path. Finally, the user should ensure that the ThymeLeaf dependency is correctly included in the web module's pom.xml to avoid any template resolution errors. Fun fact: did you know that Spring Boot was created to simplify the development of new Spring applications? It's like having a magic wand for Java developers. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests configuring the Spring Boot Maven plugin to create an executable jar. They recommend adding a specific configuration to the plugin, which includes setting the executable property to true and defining the repackage goal. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests checking your component scanning configuration. They recommend ensuring that your @component scan annotation includes the correct package, such as com.tdkcloud, to find all necessary services. Additionally, they mention verifying that the @service annotation is present on your email service implementation. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. One user shares their experience with setting up a Maven multi-module project. They recommend following the official Spring Guide on multi-module projects for a structured approach. That's it for that response. Let's explore another one. An alternative solution provided by a user suggests that you may be missing the version tag in your core module's pom.xml file. They recommend adding the version as follows. This change will ensure that your core module is properly recognized with its version, which is crucial for the multi-module project to function correctly. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative solution provided by a user suggests adding a specific configuration to your Maven plugin setup. They recommend including the Spring Boot Maven plugin with a repackage goal and a classifier set to exec. This allows your jar to be executed from the command line using the java-jar command. Here's the tip I promised. Always keep your POM files organized and well documented. This practice can save you a lot of headaches down the road. And there you have it. Your multi-module Spring Boot project should be running smoothly now. Remember, keeping your dependencies in check is key to a successful build. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.